Once upon a time, in a quiet village hidden between soft hills and peaceful fields, lived a small and humble donkey who was often overlooked by everyone around him. He was not fast, he was not strong, and he had never been chosen for any important task. While other animals carried heavy loads, traveled long distances, or served noble families, the donkey lived a simple life doing simple work. But even with his ordinary appearance, he carried a gentle heart filled with patience and kindness. One morning, as the sun rose over the village and painted the world in shades of gold, two travelers approached him, a kind, steady man named Joseph and a young woman named Mary, who was expecting a child. Joseph gently placed Mary on the donkey's back, and from that moment the donkey began a journey that would silently shape the rest of his life. At first he felt proud, because no one had ever chosen him for anything meaningful. But today he was carrying someone who clearly mattered deeply. As they walked, the donkey thought to himself that perhaps he was finally useful, finally needed. But as hours turned into days, the roads they traveled grew rough, the stones sharper beneath his feet, and the cold winds stronger against his thin fur. His legs trembled from exhaustion, and the weight on his back felt heavier with every passing mile. Yet each time he felt like stopping, he would look back at Mary, her peaceful expression, her gentle hands resting lightly on his neck, and the calmness in her eyes gave him courage he did not know he had still. Hidden beneath his determination was a quiet fear. What if he stumbled? What if he fell? What if he failed the two people who trusted him so much? Late one night, when the sky was dark and his body could barely continue, the donkey whispered to Joseph in a trembling voice, confessing, "Why me? I am slow, I am weak, and I am ordinary. Why choose me to carry someone so special?" Joseph smiled with deep kindness and replied softly, "Because God does not choose the strongest for great things. He chooses the willing." The donkey did not fully understand the meaning of those words, but they warmed his heart like a small flame in the cold. Their journey continued through deserts, rocky hills, crowded paths, and long silent nights. Many times the donkey stumbled. Many times he believed he had reached his limit. But every time he thought he could not continue, Mary would gently place her hand on his head and whisper, "You are doing well, little one. Just keep going." Those soft words filled him with strength far more powerful than any rest or food could ever give. At last, after many days of traveling, they reached Bethlehem, but the streets were overflowing with people. Every inn was full, and every door they knocked on was closed. Yet the donkey did not stop. Using his last bit of strength, he pushed through the crowds and carried Mary until he found a small, quiet stable filled with warm hay, simple comfort, and the faint glow of a bright star shining above it. There, in that humble stable, Mary gave birth to Jesus. The donkey stood close by, his tired body trembling and his eyes filled with tears he did not understand. He watched the newborn child resting peacefully, and slowly he realized a truth far greater than anything he had ever imagined. He had not just carried a weary traveler, he had carried the Savior. He had carried a miracle. He had carried the light of the world. In that moment, he understood the greatest lesson of his life. Sometimes the most ordinary souls are chosen for the most extraordinary purposes. As he stood quietly beside Mary and Joseph, he felt Mary's gentle voice speak to him once more. "You brought us here safely," she whispered. "You did more than you know." And at last the donkey understood that strength is not found in having powerful muscles or a perfect body. Greatness is not found in being admired by others. Purpose is not found in fame or recognition. True strength lies in the heart. True greatness lies in willingness. True purpose lies in serving with love, even when no one sees it. Many of us live our lives feeling ordinary, unnoticed, or unimportant. But just like that humble donkey, even the smallest and quietest among us can carry something extraordinary. When the heart is sincere and willing, God can use anyone to accomplish miracles far beyond their imagination. So keep going, even when the road is rough. Keep believing, even when you feel small. And never doubt your worth, for sometimes the humblest journey leads to the greatest destiny.